I don't know how long this is going to take. Something happened, but nothing big. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. You'd almost never think that I had issues.
Ah, the familiar stale beer of Spacebar Bar. I've missed it. I'm supposed to be picking up 3 passengers here if I remember right. I wonder which ones they are.
Prologue, Union Station. Does everywhere have a Union Station? Right click or press escape to enter the menu. You can direct your comment. Direct everything in your environment. Check your journal to include. Some items need to be used directly from your inventory, while others can be used on objects. To combine items that they'll use with and select 2 items. Okay. Inventory, what do we have? Use with. Okay, so I just don't have. Okay, geez. Okay, I don't have anything. Okay, fine. Let's save game just because. Why not? Yeah. Old man, old lady, man with scar, man in uniform, quiet lady, bartender. Let's just go from, like, in this general direction.
Hi there, I'm...
Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or lose the bands of Orion? Canst thou bring forth Matharoth in his season, or guide Arcturus with his sons? Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven?
Wait, what's the first question again?
Job 38. It comes to mind often when I look at the stars.
Oh, I see. You must be a preacher.
I've been known in many things.
Well, I'm known as the captain of the starship Quicksilver. Are you one of my passengers?
Quicksilver, yes. That is the vessel that will carry me to my destination.
Great. You can head to the ship when you're ready then.
I wonder if, like, I'll just get whoever I talk to.
Damn, this woman's a good player. I'll have no credits left when I reach Adroa this series.
Adroa? That's where my ship is headed. I'm Captain Gale Pilgrim of the starship Quicksilver.
Ah, yes, Quicksilver. Departure is at 2100 hours, Greg.
That's right. I'm just making sure everyone's here.
Excellent. Colonel Kane at your service.
Wow, a military man. Guess I don't need to worry about security for this trip.
Let's hope not, Pilgrim. I'll report to your ship as soon as I've had one more shot to recoup my losses.
Good luck with that.
Okay, so we got man in uniform, quiet lady, and bartender. Let's talk to the bartender, because I'm pretty sure we're actually not going to bring him along, because he's at work.
Well, if it ain't Captain Pilgrim. Haven't seen you around here in a while. Been up to go good, have you?
I resent that remark. As a matter of fact, I've just spent a few months exploring the frontier.
Is that right? Looking for an unclaimed ore deposit, I bet.
As per any kind of space exploration game, you know. Ain't gonna happen. The corporations have those systems locked down already.
Like your old man said, you can't compete with big money.
Yeah, I know what my dad said.
So I guess you're flying back to the old game now, huh? Ferrying passengers?
Not like I have a choice.
Just be careful out there. I've had 3 pilots in here this week complaining about the JAC confiscating cargo.
Those damn jackals. Aren't they supposed to be upholding the law, not breaking it?
Keep your voice down, would you? I'm trying to run a business here. I'll see you around, Captain.
Okay, quiet lady.
Hi there, I'm
Captain Gale Pilgrim. I know.
Do I know you?
You would know me had you bothered to do a background check on your passengers. It seems sensible. I did one on you, after all.
Oh, and what did you find out about me?
Only that you have no criminal record and that you arrive on schedule 98% of the time. I'm willing to forgive that 2% discrepancy, by the way. I won't be expecting a discount.
Gee, thanks. You can head to the ship whenever you're ready. We'll be leaving soon.
Good. I will finish my drink first.
That's all 3 of my passengers. I guess I can head to the ship and make final preparations now.
Huh. I really wonder if we just get whoever you talk to.
I'm not on duty. Don't bother me.
You look like a JAC officer.
You're observant, aren't you?
Guess you're not one of my passengers, then. Hello, I'm Captain Gale Pilgrim of the starship Quicksilver. Are you one of my passengers by any chance?
Quicksilver? Oh, goodness, no. I'll be traveling on the Star Queen. Don't take this the wrong way, darling, but I prefer to travel with a certain amount of class.
Alright then. Was there a right way to take that?
I don't know, Gale. Oh, God. One of these guys. Blah, 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 blah. I can't see. I have something in the way. There we go. There we go.
2 days later.
Pretty cool ship. Starship Quicksilver. Classification, passenger and cargo transport. Destination, planet Ardroa, Alpha Centauri system. Registered owner, Captain Gale Pilgrim.
What a pleasant dream I was having. There was this donut the size of a moon.
I suppose I should go see how my passengers are getting on. Can't be more than 12 hours from Ardroa now. Act 1, Proxima. Okay, what can we look at?
As appealing as it sounds, I can't just lie around in bed all day. This is my personal console.
Check messages.
Looks like a message from my dad.
Record a message.
Is this thing on? Good. Gale, this is your father speaking.
Well, duh.
How's the ship holding up? Hope you're taking care of the old girl. I miss her. Retirement doesn't suit me at all. I don't know how to be anything other than a pilot. Sometimes when I wake up at night, I can still hear the engines humming. Anyway, I'm sure you don't want to listen to the complaints of an old man. Look after my ship, Gale. Hope you've replaced those old atmosphere pipes. Now, how do I turn this thing off?
Gee, Dad, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Check passenger manifest. Report of all the passengers currently employed. Passenger ID 697, Yuri Yurzov, age 52, occupation presbyter. ID 698, Sabina White, 31, occupation scientist. Passenger ID 699, Michael Kane, age 50, occupation retired space marine. Okay.
Lampiest lamp there ever was.
You said interact with everything, man. Kitchen. What's going on out there?
Starry, starry night. As appealing as it sounds, I can't just lie around in bed.
I forgot that was the bed. I don't know why.
What should I take from here?
Cockpit access card.
Ah, yes, I always forget to grab my access card.
That's pretty important. Laser pistol.
I don't think I'll be needing that right now. Better leave here in case I have another accident.
Pile of cash.
Nothing like having a big wad in your pocket.
I wonder what that changes, if it does change anything. Okay.
My second longest serving companion.
That's sad. Very sad. Wow.
Super juice. I'll take a can for 1 credit. I'll let somebody else in to be the dishwasher.
Don't look at me.
It's not dinner time yet.
I don't think you should be raiding the fridge right now. There are more pressing matters to attend to. Like what?
Okay, sheesh.
No, I'm gonna legitimately look at everything.
I don't feel like watching TV now.
And I don't feel like listening to your theoretic thought right now. I guess neither of us is happy. Too bad! This is me playing the game.
This pipe is part of the ship's oxygen and atmosphere system. These pipes are pretty old. I should probably get around to having them replaced.
How comforting. Common room.
There have been so many good times around this table.
Oh, please tell me about them. Or, on second thoughts, don't. So rude.
Well, Miss Pilgrim, I see you're finally awake. I was banging on your door for about half an hour. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a heavy sleeper.
What's the problem? It seems you have a stowaway.
A stowaway? That's impossible.
Apparently it is far from possible, Miss Pilgrim. Let me explain the situation to you.
Please stop calling me Miss Pilgrim. It's infuriating. My name is Gale.
Very well then. Gale. You and I are both here in the kitchen, obviously. You will find Mr. Yurzov cowering in the communal lavatory. The Colonel, as I believe he likes to be called, is in the comms room trying to find a signal within range. The stowaway then would be whoever is currently piloting the ship.
The ship is on autopilot, lady. There's no stowaway.
Yes, I believe that was the situation until 45 minutes ago when the vessel changed course.
What?
Unfortunately, whatever person or entity has taken control of the ship has also sealed the cockpit.
That sounds like a malfunction in the autopilot, most likely. It happens now and then on these cranky old ships. I have an access card for the cockpit. Don't worry, I'll get to the bottom of this.
You're welcome to try, of course. Let me know how it goes.
She's kind of creepy.
Actually, can I actually get something from the fridge? Fine.
Zubar, kitty. This is Zubar, the ship's cat.
Ah,
as you can see, he doesn't like people.
And how to get here? What is this shit? Go on.
This cargo crate is labeled U-Bends. Oh, the glamorous life of the starship pilot.
Is that like hang from the ceiling or on the floor? No, it's hang from the ceiling. No, we're gonna...
I'm not thirsty right now.
What did we have in the inventory? Did we actually take... Okay, yeah, we did take a can of juice, super juice. Okay. Let's just save again.
The central box controls the electric lighting system on board.
Okay. That'll probably be useful at some point.
This is where the passengers sleep.
Can we go in there for anything?
I have no reason to rifle through my passengers' belongings. Oh, okay, there's stuff. Besides, I might get caught. Got the cockpit, the lavatory, the radar, and comms. So let's go check out the other ones before we try the big thing of going into the cockpit. Better try not to...
Why, fine. Check on your passengers, maybe see if they're alive.
Use an item, this thing.
What the heck? My access card isn't working. There's something very fishy going on around here. I better locate the other passengers.
Why do you go all the way around there?
Good, you're awake. We have a real shitstorm brewing here, Pilgrim.
The hell is going on?
Have an insurgent on board. Possible extraterrestrial. I didn't get a visual, but the Russian is shitting bricks.
Extraterrestrial? It can't be serious.
We can't rule anything out at this stage, Pilgrim. We need to expect the unexpected. Card captors! Whatever it is, it's smart. It sealed itself in the cockpit, and it can't seem to override the locking system.
So we have no idea where we're headed.
None whatsoever. I've been trying to hail any nearby ships on the comm system, but no luck so far. It was a long shot.
Is there anything we can do?
We don't have any options. I've checked the ship's inventory, and there's nothing that can burn through that door.
Yeah, I should have invested in some heavy lasers or something.
There is one possibility. I noticed you have a standard cargo teleporter fitted.
Yeah, I don't see what use it is, though. It's not like the cargo could pilot the ship. Wait. I hope you're not suggesting what I think you are.
We might not have a choice if we need to get someone in that cockpit.
Teleporting human subjects is dangerous, not to mention illegal. There's every chance it could end up out in space.
Naturally, I would volunteer for the mission, but let's hope it doesn't come to that. That scientist, Sabina, seems smart. I think she's some kind of fusion expert. Perhaps you can ask if she has any idea.
Okay, then.
I'll be here monitoring the comms. Good luck, Pilgrim.
He seems like the captain of the ship at this moment.
This banner might come in handy.
Nice.
Can monitor all the ship's power systems from this console.
Quantum propulsion engine, active accounting for 50% of total power usage, no power held in reserve. Artificial atmosphere, counting 35. No, okay. Lighting, 10%. Doors. Currently, can we like shut down something from it? I don't know.
It's a key pipeline to the ship's engine. I don't need to touch it.
Not yet.
This is the artificial gravity generator.
It's another thing we could do.
It's a cargo teleporter. It is not meant for people.
Let's go to engine room. Let's just break the engine. How about that?
These pipes are central to the ship's quantum propulsion system.
This was this Among Us before Among Us.
Boring old space.
Space isn't boring.
This cargo crate is labeled electrosynthetic fruit tanks.
This cargo crate is labeled sports-themed coffee mats. What the fuck? Let's go in the airlock. Nope. Actually, can I look at those buttons? Yeah, I can.
This box controls the system of the electronic automated doors on this vessel.
Ship's intercom and radio system. Test entrance.
Mr. Zubar, come here. I want to see you.
Don't you have more important things to be doing?
Wait. Play music. Nice. Actually, do you see anything else? Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, let's see.
Hello, is anyone in there?
Go away! Leave me alone.
Mr. Yerzov, we're hiding in the lavatory.
Why aren't you?
It's okay. This is your pilot speaking. You can open the door now.
Not a chance! That monster is still out there.
Monster?
Horrible! 10 feet tall with tentacles coming out of its head. I was in bed inside, ooze into the cockpit.
You sure you haven't been taking any illegal stimulants, Mr. Yerzov?
You'll see. After it kills you all, then believe me.
Sheesh, the folks I meet in this job.
Okay, let's see what happened.
My access card isn't working. I can't get into the cockpit.
Perhaps it is for the best. If Mr. Yerzov's ramblings are true, I wouldn't like to face whatever's inside.
Well, we do need to get in there. We have no idea where this thing has taken us.
Agreed.
Do you have any ideas about how we can get that door open?
Perhaps. The production of fusion power is a relatively safe process which requires a precise and delicate balance. If the balance is upset in a particular area, there is no catastrophic event. The system will simply begin to shut down.
Great. Now can you say that in terms a pilot can understand?
I can certainly try. If the intruder is as intelligent as they appear, they will have prevented us from diverting power away from the doors. However, if we can divert power into the door systems, it will cause an overload.
So I just need to divert some power from the other areas of the ship into the electronic doors? Yes, you should be able to make small reductions in certain areas of the ship's power system. You'll need to put 15% of the ship's total power into reserve and then divert that power into the door system. That should be enough to disrupt power generation and trigger the automatic door release. You can monitor your progress using the console in the comms room. Okie dokie then, I'll get to it.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, at least she's helpful. Back to radar and comms. Can monitor all the ship's power. Okay. 50% currently on power. How do I change it? Okay, let's just exit. Okay, let's... maybe this. Just how much power essentially doors. No. Is this the lighting one? Ship's intercom and radio system. Nope. Where is the lighting? That's just space. Examine. You should just these bolts, but can't do it with your hands. Okay. Actually. Whoop. I'll use the spanner. Excellent. I'll use the spanner to adjust the bolts and slightly reduce power to the quantum propulsion engines. Whoa, we're slowing down. The ship's still moving, but we're traveling at a slower speed. That's good news. Okay.
What the hell are you playing at? This fallen pipe almost hit me on the head.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Be more careful, Pilgrim.
Better take this pipe.
Can we tell him the plan?
What's our status, Pilgrim?
I expect you've probably been in worse situations than this before. Did you fight in the Settlers' War?
Of course, this will be the first time I've been back in the Alpha Centauri system since the war ended. If we ever make it there, that is.
Did you see much combat?
Battle of Heaven's Reach, Eternity Bay, 3 years on Hughes Station. Get the picture?
Wow, I'm surprised you're still in one piece.
Actually, I'm missing a few pieces, but nothing important.
Okay. I'd better not ask.
It's a status, Pilgrim. Sabina.
What do you think of Sabina?
I like her. She has a great mind and knows how to use it. She seems like the sort that things done. Not unlike yourself, Pilgrim.
Oh, heck, Colonel. You know how to flatter a girl.
Yes, I do. What's her status, Pilgrim? Yourself.
What do you think of yourself?
He seems like a good man and wise. During the journey, I've spoken with him many times about faith and duty. And then he goes and locks himself in the bathroom like a scared little boy. Some shepherd of the Lord he turned out to be.
You believe in God, then?
I'm a soldier, Pilgrim. I believe there's a natural structure of obedience and authority in the universe. I don't like that. So it makes sense that there is an ultimate authority. Call it what you like. I choose to call it God. What's our status, Pilgrim? Current mission.
Explain the objective. Sabina had an idea about how to get the doors open.
Excellent. I thought you would. What's the plan?
Basically, I need to divert energy from other areas of the ship's power system into the doors and cause an overload.
That sounds like something you can handle. Let me know if it works.
Ask for help, I guess. Could you help me with this power diversion thing?
You know this ship better than I do, Pilgrim. It's better if I stay here and watch the comms. I have faith in you.
Ah, how sweet. Okay. See you later.
Goodbye and good luck.
It's our fish gravity generator. Let's keep pipe linked to the ship's engine. What is the lighting? Oh, this one. Box control the lighting system on board. Adjust power. Ship's lighting. It's right here later. Spooky. Where else? What do we got for power? Let's see. Lighting. 5%. 5%. 45%. Okay, so we need one more. So it's artificial atmosphere. So we mess with quantum propulsion. Okay, artificial atmosphere. Whoop! I accidentally clicked out because I didn't realize. How do I mess with this? Cargo teleporter. Okay, we messed with that. There's the airlock. Don't want to go into space. We did this for... This is just intercom. It's radar communication console. Okay, let's see.
Oh, we can combine things. Oh, okay. Really port with that one. Why can't I figure out how to use that thing? I'm pretty sure that's... Or maybe we just don't wanna. U-bends. Maybe it's in the lavatory?
Told you to go away. I'm not opening this door until we land.
Well, at least he has a toilet. No, that's true. This box to control the lighting system on board. Oh, okay, so it's only like less and more. Okay, let's adjust power. I don't know where the last thing is. Or maybe, what's this? It's an arts power. Oh, yeah. There we go. Need more leverage. Okay, let's see. Inventory, examine, spanner with pipe. Spanner, yeah. There we go. Some kind of tool. Use item. Spanner and pipe. I don't think that will work. Why? Pride extra leverage. I swear it does. Use item. Spanner and pipe. There we go. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. Lower the power slightly. Well done. I'm almost impressed. Was there something else you needed? Investigate past. I haven't had much of a chance to talk. I'd like to know more about you. Really? Do you often get to know your passengers intimately? Quite often I do. I spent most of my childhood on this ship when my dad was the pilot. We never settled anywhere, so I guess the passengers were my only friends. I remember I sometimes used to... Wait, how did I wind up talking about myself? Was there something else you needed? Colonel. What do you think of the Colonel? Men like him have their uses, and he's not entirely without intelligence. I've been considering whether or not I should sleep with him. Okay. I'm not sure I can advise you on that. And then it's fortunate I didn't ask for your advice. Was there something else you needed? What do you think of yours off? If I didn't already despise him for devoting his entire life to a religion of ignorance, I certainly do now. Imagine a grown man cowering next to a toilet. It's absurd. Was there something else you needed? We got alternatives. Colonel had another idea about how to get in the cockpit. He thinks we could use a cargo teleporter. That sounds like exactly the sort of idiocy a grunt would have come up with. Perhaps I overestimated him. Transporting human subjects is notoriously dangerous, even in a more controlled environment. He volunteered to try it himself. That also sounds like the idiocy of a soldier. I hear they prefer to regard it as bravery. Then again, if he wants to kill himself, who are we to stop him? Hopefully this plan will work and we won't need to consider it. Indeed. No. Later. Hope so. Yeah, let's go. Actually, can we get the gun? Because now things are weird. What should I take from here? Laser pistol. Pistol will be needing this after all. Nothing else for me to take. Personal console. This. Nope, what? My bad. Exit. What if Sabrina is the alien? There's nobody in the thing. It's just her the whole time. Okay, so I guess we have to take the power to the doors from here. Straight doors. Increase. Okay, 15% preserve fire should be enough. I'll just divert it on to unlocking the doors. Hope that worked.
Congratulations, Pilgrim. You unlocked the lavatory.
Never mind the lavatory. What about the cockpit?
Oh, that's still locked. The interloper must have those doors hooked up to a backup power generator. You must have really needed the bathroom to go through all this trouble. At least you can interrogate the Russian now.
Well, crap. Yeah, goddamn. Anyhow. Father Yurzov? Yuri? Are you in here? That's strange.
It is strange indeed, Miss Pilgrim. Strange that you would all be fooled by the technological equivalent of throwing one's voice.
Wait, you're the one in the cockpit?
Of course I am, you dullard. Seriously? 10 feet tall? Tentacles coming out of its head? Don't tell me you actually believe my ridiculous little science fiction story.
I don't understand. Why have you hijacked my ship?
Act on behalf of a higher power, Miss Pilgrim. We are going to be pioneers in a new realm.
What are you talking about? What realm?
God's realm, of course. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, nor light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Now do you understand the gift I am bestowing upon you?
Yuri, how exactly do you plan to reach this realm of God?
The answer had eluded me all my entire life until an angel of the Lord visited me on a dream. I saw a chariot of the fire led by horses of fire, flying upon flaming wings upon the expanse of space, until finally they reached the gates of heaven and entered within.
I see. And where are these gates you're talking about?
The closest of all God's gates are ours, Miss Pilgrim. The Lord made our journey easy, do you see?
You mean Proxima Centauri? You're gonna fly us into a sun?
Do not be afraid, Miss Pilgrim. Only believe.
Wait, you can't do this! Yuri? Yuri! Damn it, I need to stop him. Jeez, cleanliness is important. You gotta go, you gotta go. We're just taking our time. Much better. Let's shower right now. Anything for the medicine cabinet right now. Dang. Yeah, I guess it was that guy.
Looks like our situation has escalated, Pilgrim. That's putting it rather mildly.
I take it you both heard what was said over the intercom?
Indeed. Religions of interest tend to breed psychopaths, don't they? You're out of line, Sabina. The Russian has clearly lost his mind. His actions have nothing to do with God's will. You can't blame an entire faith for the actions of one man.
Or perhaps he is right, Colonel. Perhaps we are all going to God's realm. And here I thought Adro would be an interesting vacation spot.
Don't mock me, woman.
Guys, this isn't helping. We need to think of another plan, and quickly.
We already have an alternative plan, Pilgrim.
You'd better not be about to bring up the crazy teleporter idea again. Sabina, you'd better explain to Colonel why that would be a very bad idea.
Actually, I agree with him.
What?
A 10% chance of fatal failure means a 90% probability of success. It is our best remaining option.
But he could die.
I'm prepared to take that chance, Pilgrim. You can either help us or stay out of our way.
Madness.
Okay, so what are we gonna do then?
So there's no way he can talk you out of this.
Sabina thinks the plan is solid. She says she can use the power you placed in the reserve to fire up the teleporter. You'd better ask her how you can help to make this a success. I would appreciate not dying. I mean, I was gonna, but she wouldn't talk to me.
I can't believe you're going along with this.
In desperate times, desperate measures. It's the most logical option left to us.
Yes, very logical. And cold.
I will choose to take that as a compliment. Of course, if you want the colonel to have a better chance of survival, you should probably offer assistance.
What can I do?
We have never operated a teleporter on a living specimen before, primarily because it isn't technically legal. I need to test the machinery on a living mammal. I would suggest the annoying feline in the common room.
Subar? Not a chance, evil cow!
Which being is more important to you, the colonel or the cat?
Let me think about that.
Either way, if you want the colonel to have a decent chance of survival, you'd better bring me that cat.
Oh.
What else could we do? Here's this image. Did the music turn off? I'm trying to call the cat. Okay, fine. I guess we can't go out to space. I wonder if we can turn on the lights. Adjust power. Take a drink. Nope. And kitty. Can we?
Here's Zubar. Darn it, he slipped away from me.
Okay, you can't really get that far. How? He's like right there. Okay, do we have anything in the inventory? A can of super juice. Oh shit. She drank it. How do we get him? Anything in the fridge?
You used to think the well-stocked fridge was the key to happy voyage. an open can of tuna in here, amongst other things. There we go. Tasty fish. Time to get cat. Nope. Tin of tuna. Wait, aren't we used with... Wait, okay. We're gonna get mad. Can't we use it? Isn't this... How did I use it before? Look, Zubar, it tastes tin of tuna. Oh, there we go. Got him. Is he in the inventory now? Ah. The ship's cat. Look what I made. Okay. Let's go. Brought the cat, you monster. Excellent. Place it down in the teleporter. I'll try and teleport it back to the common room.
Godspeed, brave cat.
Well, did it work? I'm not sure. I suppose you'd better go through the common room and find out. Oh god, like, what if it actually didn't and it's, like, splayed everywhere? Oh, he's back.
Is he okay?
I'm glad you're alive, Zubar. I promise I'll never put you through anything like that again. Okay, well. Zubar survived. Not that you care at all. On the contrary, I care a great deal. That means my calibrations are correct and we can proceed.
I'm ready when you are.
Very good. You can proceed on to the teleporter, Colonel.
Good to go. After I disable the Russian, I'll unlock the doors.
Good luck, Colonel. I wish I could talk you out of this. Initializing. I suppose we better go see if you made it. I'll follow you. Radar communication console. Yeah. Go. Colonel! Oh my god.
I thought you... didn't believe in God, Sabina.
He's still alive. My calibrations were all wrong. He didn't even end up in the cockpit. It's all my fault.
Water. Bring me water.
Damn, we're all out of paper cups and need an empty container. Empty can. Fill the can with water. Gonna be okay, Colonel.
Can of water.
Here, Colonel. Drink this. Can't tell how much damage the teleport did to him. Somehow he was severely dehydrated.
I should have never let this happen. I was overconfident. I trusted the probabilities.
You didn't force him to step on that teleporter, Sabrina. The Colonel knew the risks. I thought she was Sabina. I don't know.
He's in a lot of pain. See if you can find some meds for him.
See what there is in the medicine cabinet. Ah, excellent. Some high-strength painkillers. I should give these to the Colonel.
Okay, give item painkillers.
Here, Colonel. Swallow 2 of these.
Listen, you need to focus on the mission. Both of you, find a way to get inside that cockpit.
There's no other way. I've exhausted all the logical possibilities.
I'm sorry, Colonel. I failed you. There's the way, Pilgrim. Pilgrim, want you to go through and look through the Russians' belongings. It's a long shot, but maybe there's a clue in there. There's some way to reason with them.
Okay, Colonel. I'll take care of that. You rest easy.
Cat, am I alive? Or am I but a copy of the cat you knew with recreated memories of that very being?
True, but does it really matter practically? Okay, I found years lost belongings. Nothing very interesting, just an old Bible and some spare clothes.
Take Bible.
Maybe coding scripture item will help. There's an old jacket in here.
Let's take the jacket.
Take this jacket. Looks pretty normal to me. Nothing else of interest in here.
Okay, let's examine what's up with the jacket.
Looks like a regular jacket to me.
Russian Orthodox Fire.
Strange. There are scrawled notes in the columns, sort of like a madman's diary.
I'll skip to the last page. Convenient.
Tomorrow is the day when this vessel will be at its nearest point to the gates of the kingdom. This will be the day of judgment, the day of transcendence, when finally I will complete the journey of a lifetime. Failure is not an option. However, if any of these heathens try to stop me, I will be forced to take drastic measures. I will trigger the explosives which I've already sewn into all of my clothes. Eek! Explosives? I should tell Sabina about this.
Yeah, it is Sabina.
but we could put explosives on the door. I found an old Bible in a jacket belonging to Yurzov. The notes in the Bible say something about explosives sewn into his clothes. What? Let me see. Yes! This is just what we need. Here, take this knife and cut the jacket open. Be very careful. Okay, I'm not much of a seamstress, though. Just try not to blow us all up. Okay, so we'll use knife and jacket. Okay, there we go. Success! Excellent. Let me take that knife back. These explosives look rather dangerous. Of course they're dangerous. They're explosives. It looks like they operate on a timer. You'll need to fix them onto the door of the cockpit, then move away quickly. Oh, joy. Another life-threatening adventure. Okay. Inventory used with... Wait. I think we can actually just... Let's use an item. What if we knock? Hello? Well, I guess it was worth a shot. Explosives. Oh my god, man. Nice. Wait. We should have waited for Sabrina.
I had the feeling you would find your way in here eventually. Beautiful, isn't it? Just as it appeared in my dream.
Stand down, Yurzov. Don't make me shoot you.
Come now, my girl. Would you rather die, torn apart by explosives, or consumed in the glorious flames of the Almighty?
This is over, Yurzov. You need help.
No. There's nothing in this worldly realm that can help ease the suffering of my soul. There's nothing left for me here. Nothing. The time of judgment has come.
Wait! Stop or I shoot! Oh, fuck. That was close. Oh, yeah, if I forgot the gun, maybe we would have died. Good riddance. I only wish he could have died more painfully. Hey, now. I gave up on feeling sympathy for monsters a long time ago, Captain. Especially when there are more pressing matters to attend to. How's the Colonel? Still stable. If we can get him to a hospital soon, he might actually pull through. Looks like the Innis station has the nearest medical facility. I can get us there in a few hours. Let's hope they don't mind helping strangers in need. Yay, end of Act 1.
Just Act 1.
Act 2, Innis station. Oh wait, I thought Act 2 was in a different game. We're approaching Innis station now. I better go see if Sabrina has managed to establish a comm signal.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. So yeah, we're not going straight into the sun. Autopilot is currently engaged. External communications. Can't find the right frequency. Haven't reached the station yet. Cut that out. Sorry. We did a barrel roll. This container holds a pilot's emergency supplies. In other words, mostly chocolate. This is a backup power generator. Oh, the one that we got from the Russian. Hi, Zubar. Still mad at me, Zubar? I guess so. Okay, the Colonel's still over there. He's... Oh, okay, nothing in there. Nothing else in here that I want. Better not drink too much super juice. Makes me a bit loopy. Why'd she have to pay for super juice on her own ship? Or should I take from here? Okay. Check messages. New messages. Exit console. Okay, nothing else going on in here. Wait, talk to the Colonel first. Hang in there, Colonel. Everything will be fine. Try to system console. I think that's fine. Spina, wait. You know, Spina, I'm a little troubled by how good you are at cleaning up bloodstains. Don't be. 3 years serving in a military hospital, you'd be good at it too. How's the Colonel? Still sleeping, from the looks of it. What did you do with yours off? I put him in a body bag in the next room. Well, really it's more of a garbage sack than a body bag. Seems appropriate.
What if he's not dead?
Spina, I'm not about to figure out what he did, Gale. He may have been unhinged, but he had a choice. We always have a choice. Perhaps you're right. I just wish things could have ended differently. Have you managed to make contact with Innis station? Yes, I believe I found the frequency. You should be able to hail them from the pilot's console in the cockpit. Innis seems to be a mining station orbiting an asteroid, so the medical facilities ought to be quite good. Deep space mining is dangerous business, after all. Accidents happen much more often than you would think. Hopefully they have the equipment we need to assess the extent of the Colonel's injuries. Yeah, let's go. Poor Mr. Years off. I wish I could have gotten him the help that he needed. I guess he did bleed like a whole lot. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Sabina, what was I supposed to be doing? Better Hill Interstation. Oh, okay. The door is just blown open. Main pause console. External communications.
This is passenger transport Quicksilver calling in a station. Do you read?
Picking you up loud and clear, Quicksilver. We've been watching you on our radar for quite some time. Why does he look so creepy? This is First Engineer Otto Nielsen. What brings you to our corner of the galaxy, miss?
This is Captain Gail Pilgrim. My vessel was en route to Adro when we had an incident on board. One of the passengers is dead and another is in need of urgent medical assistance.
That sounds like a very serious incident indeed, Captain. I hope we can assist you. You're cleared to initiate docking procedures aboard the station. We look forward to meeting you in person, Captain Pilgrim.
I swear there's something off about that guy.
Oh, yeah. But what can we do? We gotta take our passenger over.
I'll initiate the auto-dock procedure now.
Oop. I clicked outside and I forgot.
Great. Now we can board the station through the connecting airlock.
Yeah. It's like we do invasive maneuver while being docked. Just shred everything.
We've docked within a station. I'm going to head over there. I'll come with you. I need to examine their medical facilities before we move the colonel. Don't you think you should stay behind and look after him?
There's nothing more I can do for him here. What we need is on that station, hopefully, at least. Let's go. In the station. Primary function, mining. Years of operation, 29. Current ranking officer, First Engineer Otto Nielsen. This is a pretty well-made looking game for like a small thing. Hold on, let me see something. Because I swear there's like more than one episode to Space Pilgrim. Because I downloaded it. Yeah, there is more than one. I wonder how long this is going to be. Like, when will episode 2 start? Is the airlock controller? Attention. To ensure the optimal efficiency of the atmosphere generators on both vessels, please seal the door and equalize the atmosphere before proceeding. Seal inner door. Sealing inner door. Stand clear. Equalizing atmosphere within a station. Stand by. Unlocking outer door. You may proceed. Welcome aboard, Captain Pilgrim. First Engineer Otto Nielsen at your service.
Nice to meet you face to face, Mr. Nielsen. Thanks for receiving us.
Allow me to introduce my colleagues. This is our Chief Data Analyst, Professor Yu Chung. A pleasure to meet you both. We don't receive many visitors out here. And let me also introduce our very skilled machinery operator, Crewman Terrell Beck. Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm Captain Gail Pilgrim. This is my associate, Sabrina White. Are all the appropriate pleasantries over when done with now? I need to meet with your Chief Medical Officer immediately.
I'm afraid we don't have any specialized medical officers on board, Miss White. Really? That seems highly unusual for a mining station such as this. It's a travesty, really. We work for the Catco Mining Corporation. Recently, the company has hit on hard times. They've been making cutbacks in every possible area. Right now, we're operating on a skeleton crew of just us 3. Well, I'll need to use your medical facilities anyway. We have an injured man on board. Indeed. Captain Pilgrim informed me of that already. My colleagues will help you move your man on board. Meanwhile, why don't I give you the captain a tour of our other facilities?
That sounds great. Can you manage without me for a few minutes, Sabrina?
I'm sure I can manage without you for a lot longer than that. I'm afraid this station is rather rickety compared to most modern space vessels, Captain. It was constructed a few years before the outbreak of the Settlers' War.
Don't worry, my ship is pretty rickety as well. She belonged to my dad before me.
My father was a miner. It's nice to continue the family trade, isn't it? Anyway, this is where the crew sleep. Even the mattresses are uncomfortable, to tell you the truth. Catco treats its employees like dirt, and we're expected to carry on regardless.
I'm sorry. That sounds awful.
It is. At least the next room is more pleasant. Oh, the toilet's in there if you need it. What'd I tell you? Much nicer, isn't it?
Aw. Oh, wow. A garden. This is gorgeous.
Suppose I have to give us something to keep us sane. I don't know what I'd do without this place. Probably lose my mind. Let's keep moving. I'll show you one more room. I'm just gonna casually throw that out there. This is Mission Control, our center of operations here on Ennis Station. From here, we can monitor the mining base down on the asteroid and remotely operate the machines. Once we've mined one asteroid dry, we move on to the next. These days, many of the systems are automated, and a small number of machines have artificial intelligence. Most of the work we do is maintenance. We're glorified janitors, more or less.
Well, I'm a glorified taxi driver, so...
Perhaps we can both learn something about each other's occupation. I hope we get a chance to talk more, Captain. I need to get back to work. There's more of the station for you to explore, meanwhile. You should visit your friend in the medical bay and check out the shuttle bay. Feel free to chat to the crew also.
He's pretty nice for somebody who looks incredibly creepy. Not sure I understand what these dials mean.
That shows the status of all our minery operations, so we know whether or not we'll meet our monthly quota. We haven't met any of our quotas in the last 6 months. I think the company sets impossible targets on purpose.
How about this console here?
Well, that console is for communications. We can talk to their official intelligence down on the base. Examine. Looks like standard radio. Nielsen says for communicating with the ION down in the mining base. Use radio.
This is Major Tom to ground control.
Please stop that, miss. We're very busy down here, and radio is not a toy. Okay.
No, this is pretty.
That's a holographic map of the mining base we have down on the asteroid. The base itself is entirely mechanized. We monitor things from the station and sometimes take a landing shuttle down there to perform maintenance.
May I use this computer?
Sure, have fun. Look in last month's report. Iron mined 85% by Dakota, magnesium 88%, nickel mined 60%. Base is currently operating at 22% below company expectations. Expect disciplinary action. Man, 80% is good though. Jeez.
This computer is switched off.
That's Chunk's computer. She used it to analyze the data we're releasing from our mine base. Bleh. I think I'm talking too fast. Stay out of there, please.
Do you have eyes in the back of your head, Nielsen?
I might have. I'm a little busy right now. If you need help, perhaps one of my crew can assist you. Security room.
The door seems to be locked.
That's our security center. Registered crew only, I'm afraid.
What are you working on there?
I'm configuring one of the mining lasers down on the base. Sure beats going down there and doing it manually. Alright, let's go back to the garden.
Lovely. Splendid. Enchanting. I'd love to sit here while the hour is away, but I'd better not. It's an air vent. Come here, little butterfly.
Oh, did we get it?
Huh? Where'd it go? Uh-oh, I think it went through the air vent.
Oh.
Delightful.
Is that also just delightful?
Exquisite.
There we go. Oh, it came out here.
I'll catch you this time, butterfly. Darn it. I think it went through the air vents again.
I guess we'll learn how things are connected this way.
Beds don't look comfortable at all. Capitalist production develops technology only by sapping the original sources of all wealth. The soil and the laborer. Someone's a fan of Karl Marx.
That's right, we're in Marxist propaganda. Bathroom. No butterfly in here.
Let's see. Toothpaste, shaving cream, soap. I'll take this nail file. Might have been getting a bit too long.
Nice. Stealing.
Do I need to explain why I can't use this?
I don't know. Why not?
God, I'm about to burst.
Really?
Phew. Wow, I haven't seen a bath in so long. I wish I had time for a nice relaxing soak, just to lie back and focus, Gale. Cleanliness is still important.
Okay, did it go back into the garden? Ooh, no it didn't. Well, let's go to cargo bay. We'll probably end up back in the other place. Ooh, it's back out here. Hey. Come here, you. Went back to the air vent. Oh, dang.
Here's labeled machine parts. Looks like Terrell dropped his keys. I'm sure he won't mind if I hold on to them for now.
Wow.
Hi there. Terrell, isn't it?
Can't talk. Busy.
I see. Busy doing what exactly?
Stuff.
Uh-huh.
Hey, by the way, airlock door had a malfunction. Rusty bolts. Been a long time since anyone docked with us.
What? You mean I can't get back to my ship?
Working on getting it fixed.
You don't look like you're working very hard.
Now that's creepy. Oh, okay, these guys are here.
What's the colonel's condition?
He's doing much better now that I have decent medical facilities to treat him with. However, we have other things to worry about.
You're telling me that idiot mechanic is out there saying the airlock door is stuck. It can't be back to Quicksilver.
That doesn't surprise me. I had a suspicion that something was not right about this place. What do you mean? I managed to hack into the station's medical files. It seems like there are 2 crew members missing. Missing? Your guess is as good as mine. You can see for the files for yourself. The password is vote. Or vote? I don't know. Have you explored the whole of the station? There's a locked door in the mission control room. Nelson has been hanging around there like he's standing guard. And there must be something inside he doesn't want you to see. Therefore, you need to see it. You'll need to get an access card, which won't be easy. Then you'll need to find a way to get Nielsen out of there. How am I going to get a hold of an access card? You'll need to steal one. Obviously. Why is nothing ever easy? You should try to find joy in life's challenges, Gale. Easy for you to say. You are one of life's challenges. Hey, bud. Hang in there, Colonel, you tough bastard. It'd be cool if he could, like, wake up and be like, hey, what's up? This looks like it contains the station's medical records. Requires a password. Let's see. Bote. Great, that worked. View current patients. Current patient, male, 50 years of age. Current suffering from physical trauma caused by illegal use of cardiac teleporter. Likelihood of survival, 50%. Oof. Crew member, Linda Iherika, age 56. Position, station administrator. Crew member, Daniel Godfrey, age 38. Position, head science and medical officer. Ooh. Crew member, Otto Nielsen, 32. First engineer. Yu Chung, age 29. Chief data analyst. Terrell Beck, machinery operator. Okay. Fire extinguisher. I guess this station doesn't even have automated fire control. That kind of sucks. It says, warning, this alarm is for medical emergency only. No. Yeah, we'll actually do something with that later. Can I help you? How long have you been working on the station? I've served 3 years of a 5-year sentence. Sorry, minor's joke. None of you seem very happy to be here. Nobody wants to spend their time in a hunk of metal spinning around a lifeless asteroid, Captain. I am here purely because the company has promised a lucrative position for me once I have served for 5 years. A position which does not involve me being stuck out here in deep space. Can I help you? What do you think of Nielsen? There are plenty of worse-looking men to be stuck with on a space station with. If you're asking whether we're in a relationship, the answer is no. If you're asking whether I have fantasized about the possibility, the answer is yes, frequently. However, I don't think he's interested in people of our genitals persuasion. Okay, that's disappointing. Tell me about it. Can I help you? Terrell. What's the deal with that thug in the cargo bay? Terrell? He's harmless. He tried it on me when I first arrived here. I didn't have much patience with him, I'm afraid. I might have made him cry. Aw, now I feel bad for him. Good, you can go sleep with him then. I didn't think so. Can I help you? I'll see you around. Take care then. I won't ask about the super risky things for now. Looks like power generator. It's like power generator. Please don't touch that. What is this? It's a landing shuttle. They only designed to travel short distances. When you wish upon a star. Nothing happens. I've tried it before. What is that? Okay, so just those are the same. That's where the landing shuttles are. So Butterfly didn't come into here. Door's still sealed. I don't like this. Nothing in the barracks. Butterfly's back in the garden. Huh. Look at that. I feel like we could probably steal the key from the other guy. Your locked doors are stuck. I can't get back to my ship. Yes, Terrell just informed me of the situation over the intercom. He's working on fixing the problem. I'm not convinced he's trying very hard. Terrell may seem so, but he has a real gift where anything mechanical is concerned. Have faith in him, Captain. Okay. So the fact that What's-Her-Face has the distract possibility means I probably have to get the key from her, actually, now that I think about it. Does he say anything? Any luck getting the door open? Nope. Anything I can do to help? Nope. Okay, fine. What is with the biohazard sign? This is an air vent. Okay. Oh, solve the tin of tuna. Set up keys. Nail file, spanner and pipe. Cockpit access card. Okay, you know what? For now, we'll save game. And we'll say that that's it for now. Thanks for keeping me company. We got through a couple of games, which is nice because so many times one game takes us like 5 weeks, and this time like one day, and we killed like 3 games. But yeah, we're gonna do more of this, I guess, next week. Basically, we'll do this up until, because Space Film has several episodes, so we'll go through the episodes until we get like one complete stream by finishing one or more of the episodes. And I have like 500 credits. Okay. But yeah, more Final Fantasy VII Remake on Thursday as per usual. But yeah, thanks for popping in Fish Fabian as normal, and Sleepy Urchin from the time. He's probably gone to bed. And Phoenix for the time. But yeah, see y'all on Thursday. Everybody stay cool, stay frosty, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.